Good morning, Abraxas. Good morning, Brisbane. This message is specifically for you guys, not really anyone else's kids. It pertains to you and the specifics of the situation. Okay, you guys are from different mothers, and yet, same father, and you guys are both not seeing your father. You're probably wondering why, and, there must be something wrong with my dad. He must have done something horrible, something like this. It's not true, okay? I don't know what you've heard, but you'll never see anything in writing from a court that says that I've done something to keep me away from you. And in fact, just like I said in the last video, no judge has ever been able to write down some actual reason to keep me away from you, so they haven't. They've just really give kind of screwy orders and not done their part in the whole situation, and it's kept me away from you. And Brisbane specifically, and I've been trying to see you like crazy. I filed like 10 motions. Abraxas, you too. All right, I filed like 10 motions on you too to see you. And Brisbane, Ulster County doesn't have the facilities to standard to complete its government contracts for supervised visitation. And the judge demanded that I get supervised visitation, right? That I can't just see you without supervision, without somebody watching me see you. Even though the judge didn't give a good reason, or any reason whatsoever. Neither of these judges have given any reason why I can't just see you and hold you and be alone with you. So they're ordering this visitation, which costs money from the federal government, and they're getting, the county's getting money for it, but then they don't have the facilities to do it because the only facility in Ulster County is the judge's brother, and then I brought that up, and I wanted a different facility. Oh, and they don't have a facility. They can't do it. They cannot facilitate. They don't have a second option. I can only go to the judge's brother's program, and only for an hour a week. And when I argued with it, I lost the visits. Okay, and then they gave me this other option for poor people, which is that I had to pay $60 an hour to see you. So I came up with the money, and I came up for the visit, and I even slept outside just to see you, and the things I've had to do just to make these visits. And the lady, Yasmin Torres, who was supposed to handle the visit for Ulster County, she wasn't even in Ulster County. She didn't show up to where she was supposed to show up. I mean, she admitted that she was wrong, but then she just canceled my visits. So that was the only other option. So the courts are going, it's your fault, Phil. We gave you an option. No, they didn't. Okay? And don't you believe that. I want to be in your life, and I love you. Abraxas? Same type stuff. I got kept from being able to see you for a while. I didn't know how to file the right motions and what to do the right way. Eventually, I fought through all this. It took years to get an order for reunification therapy. And the only reason why I had to get reunification therapy orders was because I was away from you for so long. And the only reason I was away from you for so long is because the courts did not deal with it when I asked to see you. I filed 10 motions over 5 years. I kept on filing motions. I kept on showing up at the courthouse, banging on the door, showing up at the desk. And they were closed half the time because of COVID. So I have been pushing to be in your life. And the best thing that I got was an order for reunification therapy, which I saved up the money to do. And I moved to Greenwood Lake, New York, so that I could be in between you and your brother, so I could see you both, so I could handle this. Because I'm a responsible parent, I love you both just as much as each other. And the order was incomplete. So the Judge Benyon, gave me a bad order. That guy, he gave me an order he knew wasn't complete because he knew he was supposed to put a reference, a referral. He was supposed to, and that's what. And if that's not the truth, then that means these places that are doing reunification therapy aren't being honest. But either way, I'm calling them, and they're like, no, you need a referral. Oh, you're put on the back of the list. And I've been put on the back of the list for the last 2+ years. All right, so even after fighting all that time to get the order to see you, I've still been fighting to see you. And I'm on the back of the list because the judge, oopsies, didn't give me the referral that they were supposed to give me. And even though I've contacted the courts, now I have to go back. All right? So I have to physically go there, file a motion. I know what happens when I file motions. I'm going to do it anyway, but they might take a year to respond even though they have 45 days. So they're not going to follow the rules. So guys, I have been following all the rules. I've been doing everything I'm supposed to be doing to see you guys. I've been respecting the law. All right? I've been fighting hard to see it, and I'm being denied my rights in America. And so are you. You guys have a right to see me. Moreover than anything, you didn't ask to come into this world. You have a loving parent. You have a loving father who will steer you in the right direction, who will spend time with you, who will love you and let you know that you're loved, who wants to do things with you and has since before you were born. That's why I had you guys, because I wanted to raise you guys and give you all of my love, my time, my energy, and my emotion. It's not me, okay? I've done everything that I'm supposed to do, and I'm going to keep on doing it. And yet I haven't seen you guys. Yet you guys have been kept away from your biological father. And whatever reason that you're being told, which I don't know. I don't know if you're even given a reason. You guys might think I'm not even alive anymore. I don't know what the situation is. I haven't seen you. Abraxas, I don't even know. I haven't even seen a picture of you since I last saw you when you were like 2 years old. So you guys have a right to know reality. Your father loves you. He wants to be in your life. He wants to raise you. He wants to educate you. He wants to I want to help you make the decisions that you need to make. So that when I can't be here, when I'm actually not going to be here anymore, like on this planet at all, you guys can do this yourself. It doesn't make sense that in America, where we're supposed to be free, this is this free country, we have a right to our natural life, that the most natural thing that I can do, which is raise you, and you be raised by me, like father, like son, all right? Learn from my mistakes and learn from my successes. It seems like that's just not right. So I think that you guys deserve an explanation, okay? And you guys deserve to know. I mean, I'm going to try to change it, but this is what stands to happen to anyone who wants to have a kid in America, who wants to have a son or a daughter in America, who wants to have a family in America. This isn't freedom. I should be able to raise you guys. I should have been able to educate you guys. They've, literally by just bad actions, by incomplete actions, by other people not doing their job, by other people being mad because I told them that they didn't do their job, by people abusing their power, by people being mad. This is why I haven't seen you. I love you. I want to be in your life. This has been just a silly, arbitrary abuse of the law, which is the best thing that we have in America. It's the only thing that makes anything different is our written laws. It's called jurisprudence. So I don't know. I feel some sort of way, guys. 4th of July in America. And I'm not free to spend it with my sons. And you're not free to see your fathers. And you're not free to know the truth. I'm gonna bet you guys have been told a lot of things about me that are not true. And I'm not free to defend myself against those accusations. Brisbane, I know your mother told people I poisoned you. And they said, no, he didn't. I know your mother told people that I strangled her. And the police, and judge, and jury all said, no, he didn't. Because I didn't. And I would never do that to your mother. And I would never do that to you or anybody else. Abraxas, I don't know what you're being told. I haven't seen you for so long, it's ridiculous. But whatever it is, if it's not the truth, I'm going to prove it isn't the truth. And the most important truth is, I love you. And I want to be in your life. And I would never hurt you. And I'm kept out of your life against my will. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry that in this country, in the land of the free, in the home of the brave, that I don't actually have the power, and that you won't actually necessarily have the power to fight for your family, for the freedoms that you know that you deserve. Because, well, the truth is, there's people out there making money off of this. The truth is, the judges are making money off of ordering supervised visitation that isn't needed. The reunification therapy is making people money. It was supposed to cost $10,000. Altogether, the courts have probably made a couple $100,000 off of keeping me from seeing you and ordering unnecessary procedures. This is not something I'm making up. Fraud in America is a serious thing. And you guys are going to have the power as you grow up to vote against it, and I do. I vote against it and try to stop it. But we're losing our freedom in America because of fraud in America. Because people are taking people and turning them into dollar signs and saying, we're going to say you're not allowed to see your kid alone because we want to make the money that the government's going to pay us to do the supervised visits that we're supposed to do for people who really need it. We're just going to order it when it's not necessarily needed so we can make a little extra money off of this. Not hurting anybody. It is. It's hurting a lot of people, and the stats say the same thing. I know it. They know it. You guys are not stupid, and I don't want you to be confused about it. As you're going like, why? No, I don't want you to be emotionally confused. Like, why doesn't my dad want to see me? Or some nonsense like that. That is the worst abuse that a child could go through. You know, thinking I poisoned you, thinking I hurt your moms, thinking I was going to hurt you. Why should you guys have to think that about your father? I don't know. It's not good. People who want you to think that are not being good people. I'm sorry, guys. If I stood up against it and I took action against it and I got hands on, I already know. I'd be painted as being a bad guy, a monster. I'm doing my best with my pen. I'm doing my best with writing and making requests and doing the legal thing, and I'm going to keep on doing that. I'm going to set that example, okay? Till I move on from this planet, I'm going to set that example for you guys, because that's the way it should be. I know you guys are seeing lots of war and fighting, and I don't play that game. Homie, don't play that. Your father's not a violent man. I'm not about to start being one. Okay? There's a higher power that I'll be judged by. And you boys too. And all men. And all women. So whatever nonsense is going on here, I'm not going to feed into it. Okay? I'm going to keep doing the right thing. I'm going to keep on fighting for you guys. Fighting with my pen and fighting with the law. Fighting the right way. I'm going to fight with peace. I'm going to fight with love. Really, because if I didn't, they would say I was a big, bad monster. Trust me, guys, I feel like really lashing out. Of course I do. I love you guys. I feel like actually fighting about this. Anyone who loves their kid would. It does. There's lots of guys and women who are in the same situation that I am. Lots of parents who are in the same situation. Lots of children who are in your same situation. But you can't do that. We have laws for a reason. And the world wouldn't be good without laws. And the whole reason why this is happening is because those people who I'd like to fight are not following the law. So there you go. So I'm not going to make it better by not following the law myself. I got to make it better by setting the example and making them follow the laws. Because the laws are good. The laws are on our side. And that's why you got to learn how to read so you can read the laws. The first thing that these people try to tell me, you don't know the law. Well, I got the law book. And I read the law. And I know the law, and I know that they're not following it. And it's not something that's just happening to me. It's happened to a lot of people. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry that our courts are in this kind of situation. I'm going to try to fix it for you guys so you don't have to go through the same kind of thing, so you don't have to fight just to raise your kids, so that there's not people trying to make money off of your poor little children who you love so much, so you guys don't have to go through this kind of heartache and pain that I'm going through. And you guys are my motivation. I wouldn't even be paying attention to any of this if I didn't have you guys. So thank you. Thank you for helping me. I love you guys, and I miss you guys so much. It's going to be a big year. I get to see it, and you actually get to see your father and know who he actually is, not just be told. Okay? But bottom line, I love you guys more than I love my own life. And I'm fighting to be in your life.